always a cheerful and energetic kid. I always made sure that everyone around me felt safe and included. And I was not afraid to be myself. And then it all changed. I started my educational journey at Southside Elementary School. There, I gained my first ever school memory, meeting my childhood best friend, Nadia. I was sitting alone on the buddy bench when a little girl with blonde hair approached me. The buddy bench was designed to create new friendships, and man, did that thing work wonders. We got along perfectly, playing pretend games, riding horses, and going on adventures. We spent every day of our Southside lives together. Now, I am basically a part of her family. Her mom just casually lets me stroll into her house if I want to. The amount of accomplishments I made there are infinite. This includes first learning to ride a bike without falling and scraping my knees, or learning to draw fun little characters. I take the skills she taught me everywhere now, and drawing is one of my favorite hobbies. You should see my homework and worksheets. It was just me and Nadia against the world. To this day, Nadia and I are still very close friends 11 years later. Then, my 3rd grade year, my mom found Sarasota Christian, where I would switch to in the middle of the year. With this decision, my parents took me back to the 2nd grade, mainly because I have a late birthday, and my parents felt I belonged to the lower grade since they were a closer age to me. Up until 3rd grade, my life was great. Then, it happened. A keen memory that has shaped some of my negative habits I have now. I was going to a birthday party for my friend Emily. I approached the pool where her and the other kids from my school played. One girl stood out from the others. She was jumping into the pool, intimidating each person in my class. To me, it all seemed positive things, as she expressed how smart one person was, or how funny the other one was. I eagerly ran over to her and asked if she could do one for me. She nods as she approaches the edge of the pool as she jumps in, saying, "Well, I'm Eliza, I can't do anything right." She then pops her head out of the water, smirking and giggling, as my eyes get all watery. "That's not true," I shout, running off, crying. I was a sensitive kid. I couldn't even finish those timed multiplication tests without crying. And I believe she was right. Her words repeat like a song on loop. I can't do anything right. I've become so codependent on others since I felt that without their help, I wasn't able to do it. I felt worthless. This became a habit I've gained because of some stupid words some girl who wasn't even worth all my tears said to me. I even apologized for crying because that's the main thing I was made mockery of throughout school. I mean, come on, it's a human emotion that everyone feels at some point in their lives. I mean, honestly, I don't know where I'd be now if I hadn't had my family, who reminds me every single day that they love me to the moon and back. I really needed to hear those words when I got home from school. In 6th grade, I'd always get in the car and just sob as soon as I sat in the car next to my mom. This mainly occurred in 6th grade at St. Martha's Catholic School. One day, my mom told me to go to the school counselor about what was happening. That same counselor called in the 2 girls that frequently bullied me at the time, who of course lied about everything and said it wasn't true, and I was being over-dramatic. Making it worse, the counselor believed them of all people. The schools I went to never did anything about bullying unless it got serious. They acted as though they were blind to it. So I turned to my older sister, Izzy, to help. Being only 2 years and 10 months apart from me, she was the only person around my age I could trust. She always made sure I was happy and gave me the best advice. I looked up to her. The way she wasn't afraid to stand up for what she believed in. She was that bright light that guided me out of the dark hole of middle school. Her fun energy, her sweet smile, her laugh, her advice. The list could honestly go on for eternity. Izzy is now a junior in college majoring in justice and law. We now still send each other silly little things to every single day, and I have gossip sessions whenever she gets home. I write about her today to show how much she inspired me to start finding my true self. As she matured, she grew with an ever-growing confidence in herself, yet is one of the nicest people I've ever met. That light she gave me grew bigger as I entered the 8th grade realize that not everyone has to be the same, look the same, or act the same, like those other schools I had been to. I discovered things that I never knew existed. Diversity. This person is gay. They were being themselves. This person uses they-them pronouns. They were just being themselves. One person after another. They weren't afraid to be who they were. I wanted to follow in their footsteps, and so I did just that. I started gaining more confidence in myself, my personality, my talents, my emotions. I started to become myself. Not the copy of that blonde-haired girl with blue eyes from Sarasota Christian or St. Martha's. Then it comes down to where I am now, at my dream school, Booker High School. I've continued my journey with a smile on my face, with an incredible theater class that feels like my very own family. And with dreams coming true. There are no words to even express how dearly I will hold all these people who support me through my journey of finding the real Eliza Radford. And I may have just found her. My name is Eliza Radford. I am a sensitive, bubbly person who wants to make sure everyone is included. I'm very passionate about the people I love and the things I believe in. No matter what someone tells me, I will always stand up for myself and what's right. I am kind of a nerd when it comes to my interests and the way I act, but hey, it's a part of who I am. I'm a theater kid, a cosplayer, and an artist. That creativity I have shines through me and radiates to others around me. I love ranting about my silly little interests. Killer Frequency, Omori, Madoka Magica, Persona, Gravity Falls, you name it. I rock back and forth when I'm excited about these things. I've even started finding myself. I am some of these characters. I always end up watching playthroughs of these games or watch the show and just yell, "Oh my god, they are so me!" and just completely nerd out. Peggy Weaver from Killer Frequency, Futaba Sakura and Yuki Mishima from Persona 5, Mabel Pines from Gravity Falls, Kel from Omori. The list just continues on and on from there. I take the words nerd or dork as a compliment. I'm not like every normal person who follows social media trends. Ew. I am myself, and I'm not afraid to be. I am described by others as having positive energy that radiates and makes other people happy. Having ever-growing confidence. Being a nice person. Having a beautiful smile. Having fun, positive energy. If I could say anything to my 13-year-old self who saw girls whispering in the hallways, assuming it was about her, I'd tell her it's all worth it in the end. And hey, keep on going with your silly dream. Life is prettier than it may seem. One day you'll be up on stage. Little girls will scream your name. The days of tears and failure, fears, and no one cares will all make sense, 'cause you'll grow up and grow so confident and write your story. Fall in love a little too. The things you thought you'd never do. I wish I could go back and give her a squeeze. Myself at 13 and just let her know that she's beautiful. Yeah, that's right. I am beautiful.